morning. This week we discover the idea within the Parsha of the Jews complaining that yes, the man is great, but we remember the meat and the fish and all the good things we had in Egypt. And you want to say, wait a minute, hang on there. You were slaves. You received the scraps from your master's table. You did not receive good food. What are you complaining about? You were slaves, and slaves are mistreated. The master may have fed you, but he did so only because he wanted your labor. The way that you feed a cow because you want the milk from the cow. You don't care about the cow itself. So that's the same thing what the Jews are complaining about. And we have to understand that the real issue was not that they were complaining about the food, bad food, as they looked at it. They were complaining that they suddenly realized that they were getting into a new lifestyle. The society they left in Egypt was hedonistic. It was all before me because the gods, the Egyptian gods, were not interested in ethics and morality. They didn't care if you were moral. They didn't care if you were unethical. If you cheated in business, they didn't care. If you cheated on your spouse, they didn't care. Suddenly, they're thrown into a society where these issues suddenly become important. That the God of the Torah cares if you're wants you to be ethical and moral, wants you to be honest in business. In the Talmud, it says that one of the questions that you will be asked when you get up to heaven, this should be for a long time from now, but one of the questions that you will be asked is, were you honest in business? Because God wants you to be ethical and moral. And this is a big thing for people who are not used to the idea that you have to be ethical and moral. And that's what they're really complaining about. That they're leaving idolatry, hedonistic lifestyle, and they're entering into where they're part of society and they have to behave as such. Something to think about.